Bill Nighy, hello.
Good morning, evening, afternoon.
Whenever. See, the time just disappears when you're
know.
promoting this film, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. It is, of course, called About Time. It starts and ends with you guys on a beach on a nice summer's day. Have you actually got to spend any time on a beach this summer yet?
I never go to the beach unless I'm working. You know what I mean? I'm not. I gave up the beach. I don't know why. I did go to the beach during the shooting of this movie, and I must do it again. I got so obsessed I started videoing the surf on my phone, which was kind of obsessive. But I haven't been to a beach this summer. No.
It's a time-travelling element to the film. I'm sure you're going to get asked this absolutely tons throughout the promotion for it.
Go ahead.
But if you could go back to one day, which one would you relive?
There was a day in New York. I opened a play on Broadway a while back. And if you open a play on Broadway, nothing prepares you for opening a play on Broadway. And I was in total shock. And the day after, I was still in sort of total shock. And I bought every single colour of M&M. They have very many colours in America, you know what I mean? You can get red and blue and yellow and brown, all the usual, but you also get these extra. And I was eating M&Ms on the way home, and I realised that I'd done it, and I had no longer needed to be scared anymore. I'd been scared for 3 months, because we'd opened, and it had gone okay. And Barry White came on the radio, and I said to Andrew, the driver, turn that up. And he was singing Never, Never Gonna Give It Up. And it was a moment of ecstasy. It was a moment of bliss. May not sound much to anyone else, but I'm not very good at happiness, but I'm quite good at relief. And I wouldn't mind really. And I knew it wouldn't last. I knew it would be, 10 minutes tops. And then you'd go back to, being anxious about something. You'd invent some problem that you had to, I'd like that one. That would be nice. I said, let's go to Brooklyn for dessert. And we did. We went to Brooklyn for ice cream. It was pretty cool.
With M&Ms on top?
Oh, yeah, I'd done all the M&Ms. I'm a maniac.
So is that how you calm yourself then? By eating?
I used to eat chocolate. Yeah, I have to give up chocolate. I've given up chocolate because I can't. I have no breaks. And there is apparently no limit to the amount of chocolate I can eat. There is no limit. There's no limit to the amount of ice cream I can eat. None whatsoever.
What's your favourite flavour then?
I like them all. But basically, I like really good vanilla. I'm not crazy about chocolate. Strawberry's nice. They do a very nice one in the Woolsey, I think, called honeycomb. It's unbelievable. It's unbearable.
I was watching a TV programme the other day, actually, and the type of ice cream you eat does tell you a little bit about the person. And I can't remember. I think vanilla was actually quite inventive.
Oh, good.
If I remember rightly. So there you go.
Good.
You're an inventive man.
Wow.
Obviously, if you were to relive a day, would you actually want to relive mistakes? Because aren't they what shape you?
Apparently. I hate that, don't you? But apparently they do. I wouldn't want to relive too many of them, but I do. I suppose you're supposed to value them, because I do think it's probably true that you learn from your mistakes more than you learn from anything else. But whether I'd like to go over them again, I'm not sure.
With this film, there's a really strong bond between Tim and his dad. It's not often shown in films, really, is it?
I suppose not. I don't know. I'm very keen on it. I mean, I was, it's very everyone has a father. It doesn't always work, and it's not always like this one. But I had my father was very decent, very nice man, and and I was lucky, and so I miss him, and it's tough. Some things are just unbearable, but I think it's it's beautifully expressed, and I think Richard has done it very well. It's a nice expression of that particular genre of relationship.
I have to say, it did get me. It really did.
Yeah, I know. Lots of people have said, that they've, the bit where we go back in time, and that was a lovely thing to film, because we go back in time, and Donald's played at 10 years old by Richard's son, Charlie, because that's Richard's son, Charlie, who dyed his hair in order to look more like Donald, and then had to go to school. This is a scoop. Then had to go to school with different coloured hair. So and it was very charming, and it was something about the fact that it was Richard's boy, who I've known since he was, I taught him to play a guitar when he was 2 years old. So, we go back, me and Charlie. Charlie's now 11, and he was playing the young Donald. And that, on a beautiful beach at golden hour, and we were just told to muck around and skim stones, which we'd been doing all week anyway. and have a running race and just do things that you might do with an 11-year-old son. And that was a kind of magical bit of going to work. You know, that was one of those days where you think, this is not bad, you know.
Tell you what, if it was me, that's the day I'd go and relive.
Sounds
Sounds idyllic.
Yeah, no, it was it was a lovely day, yeah. I mean, there were plenty of things with my daughter that I would love to go back, you know. I mean, all of it, you know, charm, not all of it, she could, you know, like everyone. But, you know, there were mostly, there were lovely times with my daughter. You know, everyone knows who's had a child, but it's enchanting. Bedtime is the most enchanting thing. When they become they try and be so attractive that you can't put them to bed. You know, they try and be their funniest, their most charming, their cutest, you know. They suddenly go into this sort of cabaret, which means they can't possibly go to sleep now because, look, I'm so attractive and I'm so funny and I can dance, look. Those moments which are just unbearably okay, you know.
Well, listen, I absolutely love this film. It's another Richard Curtis classic. You're fantastic in it as well.
Thank
I look forward to the next one.
Well, let's hope so.
I'll bring you ice cream next time.
Yes, do. No, don't, please. Thank
Love
you.
it. Thank you.